My name's Tom Kiesche, and today I got a question from Jack through my Facebook. Jack wrote, I have a question for you, you big time actor, you. How do you go about memorizing lines? I have a bitch of a time memorizing. A slow study, I guess. And I'm going to be in 2 skits at a festival in New York this year. I'm not nervous in front of crowds, but I just go blank. Flashbacks to my first school play when I froze, and the nun was yelling my lines from off stage. The horror. But seriously, if you have any tips, I would be most grateful. Okay, Jack, that's a really good question. And I wish I had a really simple, quick answer, but I don't. I don't have a photographic memory, and sometimes scripts do not get in this brain of mine easily. So, let me just say I sort of go in stages of memorization. First off, I print out the script. I take a highlighter. And I highlight my lines, or I take a colored pen, let's say red, and I make big boxes around my lines, whatever I have to do. I will read all the lines, the entire script or scene, out loud several times, especially before I go to bed, so my subconscious can work on it overnight. When I wake up, I'll test my lines again. If I only have a very short time, like the next morning, sometimes I'll set my alarm for the middle of the night and run my lines in the middle of the night and then go back to bed. And then run my lines again when I wake up. If that's not enough, if the script is still not getting into my brain, then I will start testing myself with an index card, covering up my character's lines as I only read the other characters. So, whatever it is, I read the other character's lines, and then I test myself on my lines. Let's say none of that stuff works. Well, sometimes I will come to my computer and I will write out the entire scene or play or one act or whatever I'm working on onto my computer so I get it into my fingers. And that somehow gets into my brain. If that doesn't work, I will sometimes use one of these, a pen or pencil, and write it out into a journal or onto a piece of paper just to somehow get it into my head. If that doesn't work, or if I still feel like I need help, I will record the entire play on a digital audio recorder. What was that word? Anyway, or I will put the entire script or scene onto my computer and then burn a CD so I can listen to it in my car. After a short time, I will remove my character's lines and only do the other character's lines and then test my own character, or just pause the recorder when it comes to my line and test myself. Let's say none of that works. I will sometimes, if I have enough time, I will invite a friend over to run lines or take them out to coffee or whatever, whatever I have to do. Sometimes I will sing my lines, which may sound really strange, but whatever it takes to get these things into my head, I will do. Even if you have to make up songs. And under one case, I went out and I bought a puppet. And I called this puppet Norman because Norman helped me with a character that I played. That I found I had to memorize the entire play and everybody's lines because my character Norman just seemingly spoke whenever he felt like it. It made no sense what he said or why he said it. So I found that to get that play down, I had to memorize every single line in that play. And so Norman was gracious enough to help me with everybody else. So whatever you got to do, you got to be, you got to dance around singing songs while you memorize. You got to wake up in the middle of the night to memorize. You need to write it all out. You need to record it. Whatever you need to do to memorize, that's your job. Whether you do it professionally or just for fun, job of an actor is to say the lines that the writer wrote. That's it. Best of luck to you. I hope your skits go well in New York. And don't stop believing. I'm not going to sing it. No, not today. It's too early.